All right.
What's happening down there?
The leaders are having a celebration because they did another successful lesson. Okay, let's go. 3, 2, 1. Good morning. Welcome to Sunday School. My name is Christa, and today I'm here with my friends,
Kaylum and Jonan.
Thanks for coming, guys. It's nice to have some new faces on our videos this week. So we are in the fruit of the Spirit. We've been doing this all summer, and we've done 7 lessons so far. And today we're in our 8th lesson. So let's open our Bibles. We're going to remind you where it is. We're going to our yellow section. We're going to Galatians 5. And we're looking for the very bottom of our page. We're going to read this one together. The fruit of the Holy Spirit produces love, joy, and peace. It is being patient, kind, and good. It is being faithful, gentle, and having control of oneself. So that's our memory verse. That's where all of our fruits of the Spirit come from. So let's remind everybody, what are the first 3? Kaylum, what were the first 3 we studied?
Love, joy, and peace.
Awesome. And Jonan, what were the next 3 we studied after that?
Patience, kindness, and goodness.
Awesome. And then last week we did faithfulness when we did Daniel in the Lion's Den. And this week we're on gentleness, which is one of our last ones before we finish our fruit of the Spirit. So for our story on gentleness, we're going to talk about when Jesus took his disciples to a feast, which we're going to enjoy after this. So the feast, the biggest feast in all of the time was the Passover feast. Have you guys heard of the Passover feast? It was the biggest celebration. It was kind of like Christmas is for us, or Easter when you get together.
Well, I kind of remember that, but I learned it in kindergarten.
Yeah, it's been a while. We'll have to learn it again this year, I think. So Jesus took his 12 disciples to the Passover feast. They all went together, and at the time when you would enter a home, you would take off your sandals and wash your feet, because most of the time they all wore sandals, and it was really dusty and dirty, and well, animals would go to the bathroom in the street, and then you'd walk into that. So when you entered a home, you'd wash your feet, right? That makes sense? So when Jesus took his disciples to this room for their Passover meal, nobody came up to wash their feet. In a really nice house, they'd have a servant who was specially designed to do that, but nobody came. So Jesus, he decided he was good enough to do this. So he got himself a bucket, and he got himself a towel, and he sat in front of each of his disciples. Now, could you imagine if I came to you right now, I'm not going to, and said, take off your shoes, I'm going to wash your feet? Would that be weird?
Yeah.
What would your first reaction be?
I don't know.
Like, why do you want to do my feet? My feet are stinky, right? It would be unusual, especially because I teach in your classrooms. You guys have seen me here before, so I'm a small teacher for you guys, whereas Jesus was the teacher. He was like the smartest person. He knew everything. Why would he get down on his hands and knees and wash your feet, right? But he wanted to show you that there was no task that was beneath him, that if he was willing to do this for somebody else, that's something we should be willing to do for somebody else. So even, like Peter especially, he said, you're going to wash my feet? Peter's like, that's a servant job. How embarrassing for the main teacher to wash my feet. I was actually thinking about this the other night when I washed my son's feet, because he's only 2, so I still wash his feet, and they were so dirty, and I'm like, wow, this is nice. I can see why Jesus liked to do it, because you get to serve somebody, you get to take their dirty feet and make them clean, and then they feel really good. Like if you guys have a shower, do you feel much better after you get really dirty and clean?
I like showering.
Yeah, so it feels so nice to have somebody take care of you that way. So that's what Jesus wanted to teach his servants, his disciples, that we are here to serve, right? We're not just here to teach, we're not here to preach, we're not here to say how to do things. We're actually here to do the things we say we're here to do, right? That's one of the stories that he wanted to get out of it. And he was gentle. When he washed their feet, they were probably dirty, they could have been sore from all the walking. There was no trains or buses or cars then, right? You had to walk, or you could ride a mule or a donkey or a horse. There was a lot of walking though, in your sandals, through the streets that were dirty. So he would have been really gentle when he washed off the feet. And that's one of our lessons today, is gentleness. That's our fruit of the Spirit. How you can serve and you can be gentle. And what about at home? Do you guys have things where mom or dad are like, be gentle to that?
Yeah, my cat.
Your cat?
Like the glass cups.
The nice cups and dishes. Be gentle, don't break it, right? So there's lots of things at home that you can do too to be gentle. You can give your mom or dad a kind word. That's a gentle way to appreciate them, right? Or your sibling or something, or if they ask you to help them out, you can, instead of rolling your eyes and be like, oh, fine, let's do this, you can actually be like, okay, I can do this. I can help serve you and I can be gentle and I can be nice about it. It's really hard, but sometimes you can do it, right? It's really hard. So that's our small lesson today on gentleness from the fruit of the Spirit. And if we have a little craft at home, so if you guys wanted to come to the church or email me, I can send you this at home. It's a picture of Jesus washing Peter's feet and Peter going, oh Lord, this seems so beneath you, and Jesus was just so happy to do it. He's like, this is what I want to do for you. So you can have the little bucket sticks out, you can cut it out and glue it on, and that's your craft for this week. All right, so let's say goodbye to everybody at home and we'll go enjoy our feast. Goodbye everybody. Okay, I'm going to turn that off and then I can edit those bits out.